Hey everyone, lesson 5, level 5, choosing your own adventures by generating random numbers. And I like this one. This random simulation I think is kind of cool. I do like because it's random and it's a simulation, man. This is going to be awesome. So, um, got the city officials planning the construction of a new bridge and wants to estimate the average number of cars that could potentially cross it each day. So here in my simulation runner class, there's nothing, just some things that I need to do, such as declare and initialize a 1D array that stores the array returned from calling the generate num cars method, and call the calc average method with the 1D array and print the results. So there's some work I probably need to do over here in the simulation tabs. Let's take a gander at this. So now notice that there are no instance variables. There is no constructor for a simulation object. They didn't even call a simulation object over here. They didn't create one, I should say. So I had a sneaky suspicion that this was a static method. In other words, it was a method that belonged to the class, and it does. So we want to return a one-dimensional array containing the number of cars that could cross the bridge each day of the month. So let's go over here and figure this out. So write the generate num cars method to return a 1D array containing the number of cars that could cross the bridge each month. So we want to generate 30 random numbers between 200 and 500 and assign each number to a 1D integer array. So what I'm going to do is I don't think I need to do anything in particular. I'm going to go for int I equals 0. Actually, I could probably just go, since I just want to create I'll keep it as 0. And less than or equal, I want to go up to 29. And I want to increment my I. What I would like to do is, I guess I do need to create an empty list, don't I? So I need to create a list. This list is going to be full of ints. And I will call this car nums. And this is going to be, and it's going to be an int array. So I need to go back here and do an int array. And this is going to be a new int array with 30 elements in it. So I think I'm going to be okay with that. And what I want is I want my car nums to be equal to, and I need to create some, I need to do this. I want to create some random numbers. So I will start with math.random. This is going to return a random double between 0 and 1, but will not include 1. So it'll go right up to 1, but will never return a 1. Now I want to get at random numbers between 200 and 500. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and multiply this by 300. So that's kind of the difference between the 200 and the 500. That's 300. And so now this is going to return a double between 0 and 300, but not including 300. And so the only thing I need to do is I just need to, did not mean to do that. I need to add 200 to this. So now that will return a double between 200. That would occur when this returns a number 0, and 500. It will never get a number to 500. So if we need 500, I might need to go to 201. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast this part as an int. I could cast the whole thing as an int. I don't think it would matter. But we'll cast that random part as an int and then add 200 to it. And then I want to return the car nums array. And then in the simulation runner, let's go to the simulation runner. Declare and initialize a 1D array that stores the array returned from calling the generate num cars. So this is going to be an int. Wait a minute, do we have to do a calc average over here? Oh, calc average is done for us already. That is awesome. So let's go back over here. Ints, I will call this my cars, and that is going to be an array. And that's what I get from doing the simulation dot generate num cars. And I don't think there's any, let me check this. I want to make sure there's nope, there's no parameter there. So this is just going to return a random thing of cars. I would really like to print this out just to see what it looks like. I think I will. System.out.println. I just want to print the my cars. I just want to see what it looks like. That's all. I just want to see what it looks like. And then call the calc average method with the 1D array and print the result. So the calc average method takes an integer array, which we will have. So I want to call the simulation dot calc average, and then I want to print that out. All right, good. Let's see. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see what happens. It's either going to work or not work. If I didn't spell anything wrong, I'll be good. And I must have done something. So let's see. What did I forget? Return car nums. I wonder if I made a spelling error. Some cars. Oh my gosh. Let's delete that puppy and try this again, shall we? Still couldn't do it. Oh, I forgot to put in the my cars. So I'm making these mistakes. I'm not intending to make these mistakes, but I make them. You'll make them, and we got to read the results that print out and try to fix it. So, so my array printed out as a memory location. Got it. So that's what that printed out, unfortunately. So I probably need to do is there a toString method over here anywhere? There is not a toString method. So it will not print out my array of cars. That's kind of a bummer. I wanted to see what that would do. But it said the average was 354. Let me run this again. And now the average is 358, but that's okay. 30 numbers. Between 200 and 500, it ought to be around 350. Let's run the test and see what happens. Oh, man, it's always good when you get check marks on your test. All right, so there you go. I think that's B in Lesson 5, Level 5 for the Choose Your Own Adventures.